To start off, my name is Michelle. If you haven't met me, I'm the General Manager of MyAuthorCheck. I've seen a lot of familiar names, but also some that aren't, so that's really great to see as well. We're doing a few webinars here and there, as if anyone that is a client does know that we do quite a lot of webinars one-on-one or in a setting like so. So today we're focusing on our online services. So that's focusing on our MyAuthorCheck Portal, our educational website and online ordering, just so you guys know exactly how to use those programs, how they're set up, and if you do need any help through those as well, which is really exciting that we do have these programs set up for our clients as well. So, a few more people coming through. So I might just give it one more minute and we'll start off with logging into the MyAuthorCheck Portal and what that's got available and how to sign up if you are not signed up as of yet. Great, so I'm going to start now because it seems like quite a lot of people have logged in. Now this is our website, authorcheck.com.au. So this is one way that you can log into both your MyAuthorCheck Portal by client login up the top here, or you can log into the educational website by scrolling right down here, and you can see we've got educational website and client login here also. It's good to note that we've got download remote support. So what download remote support is Teamviewer. So if we need to log into your computer, if you need any help, it's always great to download that first or download that whilst you contact us, because then we can log in straight away. So we do try and give these links as easily accessible as possible so we can help you out as soon as possible. So I'm just going to go to client login, and you can see it's heading to myauthorcheck.com.au. So this link as well, you can just type in your URL, myauthorcheck.com.au, and you can actually bookmark it by this right up here, which is a star. So I'm using Chrome, but on all web services, you're able to use any types of bookmarking as well. So most of them will be in the top right-hand side. So we've got the option of login or register. So if you have not registered as of yet, it is really easy. First, you of course need to be our client, because it is for clients only, because it allows you to go into the education website, the MyAuthorCheck Portal, and order online. So you can just click on register here. It'll give you a few different options. So it's just coming up in a moment. There we go. So we do need your full name. We do have two options of just My Orders or all podiatrists at that selected location. So the reason why we have those two on offer is there are some clients of ours that would like just one MyAuthorCheck Portal for all of their podiatrists. So there'll be one login that everyone can utilize, and it will show all the orders for that clinic. And then we have some clients that work at multiple locations or multiple clinics, so they just want their orders. So just say myself, I work at just say 3 clinics, and they're all owned by different people, or I might own one and work somewhere else. And it allows me to see all the orders from those particular clinics just under my name. So it won't come up with anyone else's orders, just myself. Whereas in the all podiatrists will come up, of course, with all of them. And that's normally given to the owner or the practice manager of that business. And then, of course, the login email and password, very straightforward. So that's how you are able to register. And within an hour or so, we'll send you a confirmation with all the details for there. I can see that we've got a question here. Do you need a login to do orders? You don't need a login to do orders. I can give you the link. So we do have a link that you can just do an online order form for a link, but it is very easy to be able to access the online order forms. We also have software for our orders, which is your custom, semi-custom or prefab range. You can utilize just the software and download that on your computer, and you can email that off to us. So you don't need a login. But one thing that people really do like about the login is you don't have to use your email. So if you just say you don't have your emails on that computer, you can just send them via the cloud, so via the web, and then it will send off automatically. But a majority of our clients do focus on the MyAuthorCheck Portal because it's quite easy. You just log in and everything's there for you. But no, you do not need a login to do any orders. So I'm just going to go back. So I'm going to log in. Now I've got my fake login here. So it's going to come up with my details. Just going to log in here. And I'll show you the layout of how the MyAuthorCheck Portal works. So this is really good for practice managers, front of house and reception also, because it shows your orders in this. As I said, I've only got one as a template, but we've got here our logo up here, and you can do that by just going to member settings and by selecting and uploading sorry, it's just taking a little bit of time just getting on there. There we go. So you can select a logo, you can put your details in here as well. You can set an admin and you can insert the logo if you'd like there. If you don't, it will just say MyAuthorCheck up there. But here it's going to just produce that one orthotic that I've got in the system. So it's putting up the patient's name. So if you've got many, and it will show you 30 days of ordering. So if you've got many orders in here, you just need to type in the name here or the last name or even some of the name, and it will come up if you're needing to search. And with the orders as well, if you did an order right now, it won't come up in the system until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. The reason why we do that is because we want to just double check, make sure everything's right. We might need to contact you, or we might be waiting on the scans. We don't place anything in the system until it is fully in manufacture. So that's why it's there 9 a.m. in the morning. So if you did an order, and don't freak out if it's not there until the next day, we will contact you if there's a reason why it hasn't been added in. There might be quite a lot of information missing, etc. And that would be one of the reasons why. But if it's in our system, it's going to be here. You can see we've got order date, clinic name. So clinic is really great for if you do have multiple clinics or locations. It will come up with the location as well. So if you've got 3 locations, it's going to have it in brackets of the different location. The style, so if it's an adjustment, custom, semi-custom, control 360. The estimated dispatch, so we do strive to stick to that date or earlier as well. If we are unable to meet that date, we will contact you and give you the reasons why we might be missing information, or there might have been a delay in the lab. Very rare, but we will contact you if we don't hit that mark. And then when it's being dispatched. So this will come up around 4:30, 5 o'clock at night at the end of the day. So for example, if we dispatched it today, it's because our parcels get picked up at around 4:30, and we automatically update the system. So the moment that it is dispatched, we do a few things which is really streamlines our side. Is we'll update this. We'll also send you an email saying that it has been sent out with the tracking details, but we also have the tracking here. So you can see click here. So we'll just click there. It's going to come up with the tracking details. So this goes straight to toll, and you can see here it's been delivered. So it was dispatched. So you can see it was scanned out at 4:30, was around that time that they come, and you can see it's been delivered. Now, we also send you an email because we have a really streamlined systems where if something is undelivered, so just say you're away at lunch and they came and they were unable to leave it, or the business was closed during that day, which has happened during, of course, COVID, unfortunately. We will contact you because we are in contact with Toll. They let us know, and we will contact you to let you know that has been undelivered and what steps to take to ensure that that gets redelivered. So, for example, Toll, which is a majority of our parcels, they will try the next day, or they might try a few hours later, but we will know by the end of the day if it has been undelivered, and we'll send you an email with those steps on either getting it redelivered to a different location, or how to contact Toll as well on when that is to be delivered next. So this is that main page, and you can see up here we've got a few different selections. So that's my orders, that's what it comes up on. Ordering, and we'll go through this after I finish everything here. We've got online orders, stock orders. So the stock orders, of course, with the AuthorCheck 3D Mini Scanner. So that is when we need to order bulk socks for that scanner. And hard copy forms. So we do have our software forms on here that you can, if you need to print out and fill out, but a majority of people will be using our online ordering form for our software. Accounts. If you're wanting to keep your Cardone File, so we give you a few different options with this Cardone File. We've got quite a lot of clients that do utilise it. So with Cardone File, it is secure. You fill in your details and your card details, and then you have a selection on if you'd like us to automatically charge you once a month. Now, we do automatically charging on around the 15th of each month, and that then goes through with whatever sum is there, or do not charge unless requested. So we will contact you via email with your statement and saying that we'd like to charge your card, and you just confirm that you'd like that to be done. Or if you've got some other reason you'd like us to maybe hold it or charge on a certain date, and you can just place that in there. So as I said, details are all safe, but this has really streamlined the payment side to ensure that we're not bothering you guys as much when it comes to the payment side. You can see also we've got under accounts is some payment. So this is if you're not wanting us to keep your card details. Again, very secure, and we can then charge your card when you place the details in. So you can give us a specific amount that you would like us to charge you. So for example, if you want us to charge you 100 or 500, or you've got a certain statement, so just say you've got X amount of statement, you can place that in. You can also place in the notes. So if I've written here invoice numbers, or if you've got different accounts. So just say you've got multiple accounts because you're at different locations, you might say, please put 500 on this and 200 on that account. Or it could be that you put down the invoice numbers that you'd like us to charge with that certain amount of money. So as I said, we've really streamlined that account side to make it easier for you. We use Xero for our accounts. So if you do have Xero as well, you can give us your network key and we can connect our Xeros together. Therefore, you can, whenever you do a payment, it goes straight there. And whenever we send you an invoice as well, it goes straight into your account also. Then we have downloads. So we have our price list. We have our software downloads and our media pack. So with our software, so that is if you're ever wanting to download the software for the scanners, if you've got a new computer, everything will be ready in them. And the educational website does really take you through the step-by-step on setting them up, or you can contact us to help out. The price list. So with the price list, we do suggest to keep that handy. We do any updates here and there. We do update as soon as possible when it comes to price list and let you know the date that will be active. But it is really great to be able to have that price list handy. And the media pack, we've got a few things in the media pack. So we've got photos of our scanners. We've got photos of orthotics in there as well, and some logos if you do want to use that. And it's really great to let us know if you'd like us to take some certain photos, or if you'd like us to add anything there in the media pack. Just give us a buzz or an email and we'll love to add that in there for you. Then we have the educational website. So we're going to run through that again a little bit later. So if you click on the educational website, you don't need a password. You do need a password if you're going straight into the educational website via a URL, because it is connected just for our clients. But with the MyAuthorCheck.info educational website, you can see here we've got so much to offer, quite a lot going on. So I will do that in a moment. But then we've got support. So we've got an amazing customer service here. We really strive on our customer service, and we want to give you as much information and help as possible. So, and that's why we've got that educational website as well. But we love hearing your voice on the phone. And we love chatting to you. So it's the education website's not there, so we don't talk to you. It's giving you that helping hand. But you can see here we've actually got live chat, which is myself, Tegan, who's our customer service manager, and Kale as well, the owner. And we've got an email, so it goes straight onto an email. So if you want to send us a quick email, you don't have to even think about what email address to send it to. You can click on that and it goes straight to our hello@authorcheck.com.au email. Call, so it's going to come with our number. So you can use this on your phone or tablet as well, so it will call us directly. And visit and bookings. So I'll go into bookings. This is one that a lot of our clients use. So if you are unable to make a webinar like this, or you're wanting a specific webinar just for yourself, you can see you can book it in here, which is really exciting that we give you those opportunities. We've got different preferences. So if you give us 3 preferences, majority of the time, preference 1 is going to be the one that we select. It's just that sometimes it might coincide with another webinar, but we do really put you first. So you do choose the time and the date that suits you, and you're able to choose from up here. So lab tour, unfortunately, right now we're not doing any lab tours, but we can do them virtually. Workshops, it's the same, but with webinars, you can then select exactly what you're after. You can put in other if it's not there, what you're choosing. So for example, I've just had someone fill out a webinar for over 10 people, which is going to be exciting for our semi-custom range. So they've just selected that they want to do just semi-custom, and we're going to run through that. If you need us to set up a scanner, or if you'd like us to call you about something in particular. I've just got another question. How often do you do webinars? Really good question. We do them all the time. So Kale actually just did one less than a month ago in regards to designs. And we do a lot of webinars one-on-one all the time. So sometimes I do a webinar a day with one particular client here and there. So what's really great about that is this booking form. So we would love you to fill this out because, of course, everyone's different. You might want a webinar slightly tailored to what you're after rather than going through something that might go through quite a lot at once. And so this is what's great about this booking form. It's just authorcheck.com.au/bookings, but it's also on our MyAuthorCheck portal and our educational website as well. So you can book that straight away. But at the moment, both Kale and I, who hold these one-on-one webinars, we're doing a few pretty much a day at times. So anytime that suits you, but it's good to fill out the 3 preferences just so we can make sure that we're getting that time for you. So let's go on to the ordering side. So I've just got quite a lot of tabs open, so I'm just going to close those tabs. There we go. So if we go to ordering, we're going to go to online orders. Now we've put all the ordering into one form, so it's easy to fill out. So you can see here we've got options and we've got online prescription form. So an online prescription form is when you're wanting to complete a full script online. It's giving you the options of custom, semi-custom, Control 360 and our Control 360 Pro, which is our off-the-shelf range, recovers and adjustments, plates and insoles, and reverse engineer. Just got another question. Here we go. Can you use the online script for the Mini? Yes, you can. So with the online script here, when we do fill it out, and I'll quickly show you, so for example, custom, I've got my details saved as an auto fill, which I'll show you in a moment how to do. I'm just going to do test here and go next. So if you're using the AuthorCheck 3D Mini, you know that it's connected to our software. Now you don't need to fill out that script, just need to fill out the patient's name and the defaults that are there. Press OK, scan the patient, and then there you can see that it will bring you 3 files. Now those 3 files, one is left, one is right, and one is a JSR, which is the script. Now you can just send us the left and right via this particular online script. So you can fill this out, and right down the bottom, you can see it says attach scans and images. So you can just drag and drop them in here, or you can upload by pressing the upload button. So you can definitely use our online script with all the scanners that you have available. So even some people that utilize the structure scanner, so the iPad scanning technique, you can have this page saved on your iPad. So you can take the scans and then go straight to the online ordering page, and you can send it either within, or you can see we've got this button here that says sending scans separately. So you could even send the scan separately via an email, for example, and then you can upload this script later. Got a few more questions coming through. I'm still old school using emails, and okay, totally fine. So the reason why we have this online portal is because the future is online. We understand that, but we still give you the options. It's the same with how polypropylene threaded print is the way of the future, but we still do polypropylene, still do subortholene. We want to give you options. So we've got people out there that want to utilize online. However, emailing things is completely fine. The only time that I've suggested that people not email and to completely go online when it comes to sending scripts and scans through this portal, which I'll show you in a moment how to upload, is if you ever have massive issues with your emails. So there are some clients of ours that have had those issues where they send an email to, and I'm not talking just us, but to someone, and the email doesn't get there. We don't want you to think that you've ordered something and then it hasn't come through via email. So if you have email issues, online is amazing because I would say 99.99999% of any orders that have come through there through our online portal makes it to us. It is extremely rare for it not to. I think I actually can't think of one that hasn't happened because we can check, we can check the back end and practically it's there. So when it comes to ordering via online, that would be the only reason why I would definitely suggest to do that versus emailing. So if you want to email, that's totally fine. That we want you to feel comfortable in what you do. I've got another question here of what is the difference between emailing and uploading scans. So I kind of just answered it there. Emailing, really some people just don't have access to their emails on that particular computer, or people feel more comfortable in just dragging and dropping it in an online service. It's really giving you different options. So it's more and more these days people are sending it through via the portal because they don't have access to their emails on that particular computer. So just say you've got a few podiatrists at one location, instead of logging into your emails on that computer because you might be sharing a room, all you have to do is go to a URL, type in your password, and there you go. It might actually have it even saved as a bookmark, as I showed earlier. So it is giving you a few different options, but we have seen that more and more people are going for that portal because it's less messy having to go through emails. And in saying that, you might be a solo practitioner, you might have your own room where you can have all your emails set up. So it is real, both ways are quite straightforward, but we're wanting to give you the different options. So because I've just showed you how you can attach that, I'm just going to go back. Hold on one moment. So I'm just going to refresh this page so I can show you the different options that we have up the top. So we have the online prescription forms, as I showed you before. Then we have upload software prescription forms. So this is, as I was mentioning before, if you are wanting to upload your software script and your scans, you can do it this way by just filling your details in. As I said, mine is auto-filled, and I'll show you in a moment, putting the patient's name in, going next, and then just dragging and dropping. So if I go upload, you can see I've got quite a lot of things in here. You can see this, I'm going to go through this in a moment, but just say they're on the desktop here, you just grab that and go open, and it's going to upload for you. You can let us know if you're sending casts also, and you can put any little notes for lab staff. So this one, we do suggest not to use this for any script changes or additions. It's focusing more on if you need to give us a little bit of information. But if you do want to customize your script, we suggest editing it before sending it to us because we want to make sure we're getting it exactly to what you're after. So the online ordering, as I said, really up to you if you're wanting to do something like this, but if you're more comfortable with emailing, we still have that option available. Now the other option here is reorder of previous order. So we do have some people that have been with us for a very long time. We keep everything in the system. So we've been around for over 20 years now. If you ordered something 20 years ago, we will have it in our system, and it's a really easy way to reorder. So you can see here, we're just needing the podiatrist's name and details. So I'll just get that filled out like so. When it comes to the patient's name, we want to ensure that we're getting as much information as possible. So I've got written here that we would like the full correct spelling. I know we've even had some people change their name during that time, or they've got married or divorced, etc. But as much information as we can get, especially if it is a very long time ago that this person ordered their orthotics. So with the patient name, that's one thing that we do suggest as well when you do an order with us, as much detail as possible. So the full name of that patient, because in our system, we do have a lot of people putting in just first names, and it is a little bit hard to find that. We can still find it. It just takes a little bit of time to find it in our system with all of our orders. So you place the patient's name there. And with our online ordering for reorders and for previous orders, you can see that we do give you a few options. So if you're wanting to just order two pairs or right only and left only, if the dog has chewed one of the sides up, which has happened many times before, you can place that in there. If you want to change the address to maybe post at the patient or to change to a different location, you're able to. And if you need to do a minor script change, so minor script change is maybe changing the shell material or the top cover or maybe adding a met dome. If it's massive changes, we do suggest sending in a new script. You can request us to send you the previous script by just emailing hello@authorcheck.com.au. So we'll just email you that script. You can request changes, we'll update that for you, or you can just take that script away, update it, and then send it back. And you can place in the notes as well. So just say you have a new script for a patient, you can place in notes for lab staff that you would like us to use existing scans as well. So we do like to know if something is a reorder. So we ensure that we are utilising the existing CAD that we've used previously and then adjusting it to what you're after. So the orthotics are as close as possible to what you've ordered previously. And then we've got down here the return required as well as standard, which is the 7 working day turnover, express, which is that 3 working day turnover. With the 3-day working turnover, with 3D print, we stick at a 5 working day turnover because of how it is processed through the machines, and we don't want to ruin the integrity of the orthotic by pulling them out too soon. If you want a little bit more information on that 3D print side, we can definitely send you or have a phone call of the reasons why that takes a little bit longer versus our other shell materials, or a required date. So this here, we ask you to fill in the date, pretty much the day before or the day on if the appointment's a little bit later. So just say I was to select the 30th, the orthotics are going to be delivered on the 30th. So if just say the appointment is at 9 a.m. in the morning on the 30th, there's a chance that Toll's not going to, or Express Post is not going to deliver it by that time. So we do suggest to select the day before if it is an earlier appointment, or even a day before just so you can have a look at the orthotics and maybe cut them or assess them just before that patient does come as well. But that's a little bit of a handy tip there for you. I'm just going to go back. Oh. Okay, does anyone have any questions when it comes to the online script at all? I think we're all good. I'm going to quickly show you the software version. So if you're not a client, this is what our software version does look like. We do have our custom, semi-custom, Control 360 and Pro on here also. So very similar to the online form. However, it doesn't have adjustments, reverse engineers or reordering on this particular one. The reason I wanted to show you it is slightly different. It's set out in a very similar way. You can see we start off with cast modifications and run through to shell material grinding to top covers. So the way that this form is set out is very similar to the way that our script is set out on the online portal. As you can see, it starts off very similar. The difference is when it comes to the online form is we can add things quite regularly because we have access to that backend. Whereas with the software, we do updates and we'll then let you know when those updates are done to then upload the new update to your computer. Very exciting. We've got a new update coming out shortly, which will be more closer to how the online software is, giving you some more information. So I'm going to just quickly put that on the screen now. Hold on one moment. So it looks slightly different to what it is now. You can see there. We're giving you a little bit easier to choose from so you can see when it comes to the, this is just a photo. So when it comes to designs, it's a drop down for the designs. When it comes to, you can see we've got arrows. So instead of having to fill in the details, you can just scroll up and down for a majority of those details. And then also we've moved some things around so they're just a little bit closer to very similar things. So for example, when it comes to the foam fill spur accommodation and the calcaneal cutout, so those are quite similar to each other. Of course, the education website, it's good to look on there so you can see the difference, but they're next to each other rather than being in two completely separate areas. So we've added a few things together, which is really great. And probably one of our most exciting things that we've done is we've added edition types. So with edition type, you're going to have a massive list of a few different editions that we offer in EVA Portal in the top cover side. And you're able to select if you're wanting that left or right, or what material and what thickness as well. So it's going to minimize how much notes in lab stuff, notes that you need to place notes in lab stuff, which is, as I said, really exciting on our side. So we've definitely listened to our clients, and we're updating as much as we can. And something like this will also be on the online prescription form as well. We'll just wait until the updates go through. And Met Domes as well is a really great one where we've added the difference. So we've got the low profile and the full profile Met Dome, and the sizing and the placement through there, and the same with the refill post. So now we're going to have the style of lateral half, medial, the full option. So there's quite a lot being added in. We've been working really hard on this, but we're very excited to launch this soon. But the moment that this is available to be downloaded, we will let you know as soon as possible in an email and give you step by step on how to do that update. But we can also log in and help out there as well. So when it comes to, I was just mentioning before about the auto fill that I was doing before. So I'm just going to go back just to show you. So you can see my details. Oh, we've got a question, one moment. Okay, have you guys worked on using your system with Mac software? Good question. Now, we don't really get asked about Mac too often. Majority of our clients do use Windows-based computers. So our software works on Windows-based computers. You can use a software called Bootcamp, which creates a parallel Windows on your Mac computer. It can slightly slow down your computer, but if that's the case, we then suggest really the laptop that uses the Mini. It can be quite cheap. It can just be your computer for scanning. So it's something that you're able to just purchase and have that as that separate one for you. When it comes to the Mac, we haven't looked at doing the Mac software, the software for Mac as of yet. It doesn't look like we will be doing that in the near future, as we haven't had many people ask. But if you want some more information on doing more of that boot camp, that parallel side, I can definitely send you an email of giving you a little bit of information on that, or even a phone call just going through that for you. Okay, so when I was just talking before about the autofill, so on Chrome, and this is the majority of web services as well, if you click up here where the three dots are, you can see we have settings. Now in settings, we have addresses and more. Now this is your autofill side. So you can see my details are already placed in here. So I'm going to press edit so you can see the details. So what this allows you to do is, as long as this, of course, here is open, it will then autofill your details in. So if you are using the online forms, instead of having to fill your details in each time, if you have your details saved here, so just say you've got multiple podiatrists using one computer, or you might have a few different locations, you can just put them in here, and then all you have to do is click here and you can see it's going to come up. You can also press managing addresses, because if that's on, however, if it's not on, you do need to go that manual way. We do have a video on our education website going through this for you also. So with both the online and our software, so we'll lead into the education website now. Both our online and our software actually have links to the education website. So you can see when we're in this online, this is just the custom. You can see here we've got little educational buttons through here. So if I was to press here, it's actually going to lead to the educational website to give you some more information on that particular section. So you can see here it's giving me information on intrinsic, rear foot and forefoot. And that's the same when it comes to the software. You can see there's a little info button here. Click on that. It looks a little bit different, of course, because it is set out slightly different. If I want to know more information on that particular section there, I'm going to click on that and it's going to give me more information. So you don't need to be logged in to the educational website to be able to access that information. So this is a really quick way to, if you're writing out a script, you might think, oh, I want to know a little bit more information on that, or maybe it'll give you some clarification on bell curves or average use. You can click on that and it's going to set you straight to there. You've got another question is, if I need script help, who do I contact? So just contact the office. Both myself and Kale, and we've got some podiatrists on staff, so we've got 5 podiatrists on staff as well, will be able to help you straight away. So it's really great to contact the office in case someone is either maybe in a webinar like this or on a call or in a meeting, and the person, so normally Tegan will answer the phone, our customer service manager. So if it might be to do with, just say, materials, there could be, even if it's not just related, it could be software related. Tegan can definitely help you on certain things, but it is, if it's going through a script, T will make sure that whoever is available, she'll pass that phone call through as soon as possible. So both Kale and I are available to help it at any time. As I said, we've got a few podiatrists on staff that can also help as well. So we're here to help. The education website is really great to go through, as I mentioned before. We do put as much information on there here as possible. The education website, gosh, it's been around since, I think 2015 is when we launched. And it is extremely, sorry, I've got Kale walking into the office. So Kale says hi everyone, he's just walked in to the office there, sorry about that. So both Kale and I are available to help out. But as I was saying, when it comes to the educational website, it definitely has a lot of information on there and we continually add to it. So when we get new stock in, so just say new top covers, we add it to there straight away. If I get a question that I look and it's not on the education website, I add it in there as well. So it is really good to go and check. So with the data that we see, we actually have over 1,000 hits per week on the educational website. Each week, people are practically constantly on it, which is really great. So it is really good to look at that as well to help out, but definitely give us a call if you need any help with scripts as well. So we're back to the MyAuthorCheck portal. We've got the education website here. If we just select them, it looks quite similar to our website, but I'm going to quickly run through up here and how everything's set up. So we've got interactive prescription guides. So we've got our custom, our polar bear semi-custom, our prefab range. So you've got Control 360, which is the off-the-shelf, and then Control 360 Pro, which is the customized off-the-shelf range. So you can add Met domes, EVA top covers, pretty much anything that we do in semi-custom as well, but it's just utilizing a different shell. Our material swatches. So what's great about the material swatches as well is we constantly keep this active on what is available. So it goes through everything on what materials we have. So for example, neoprene, you can see, you can click here and it shows you all the different colors and what to type in when you are selecting it. And when it comes to EVA, for example, here, because there's quite a lot of EVA options, it'll tell you what's available because, of course, with EVA, having so many, we'll change it here and there. So we've got some EVA arriving at the end of this month with some new beautiful colours, which we're excited to have in. So it will be then updated here straight away, and we'll send you an email as well with those updates. And then we have some other products and services through here. So with this is about adjustments, reverse engineers, uploading, so giving you some background so you can see with recovers. It explains a little bit about the recovering process, how to fill in the details, about postage and what to put in notes. And you can see it's all there, same with how you do a plate or inner sole, how to fill in a reverse engineer. So we try and put as much information here as possible, and we do link you here also. So just things like how to do the reorder, pretty much exactly what I explained before. It's going to tell you that, and it's going to give you some background on why we need certain information. Now with the custom, semi-custom and the prefab range, it shows you a photo of our software script, as you can see here. And it's very interactive. So if you want to know some information on a particular section, so I'm going to say, let's say Mona's extension. You can see here it's going to bring up the Mona's extension details, so what it is and what options we have. So you can see our normal being default and what other options you can choose. And then also that you can do it in the, of course, shell, but pour in an EVA as well. So you can see it's giving you quite a lot of information just on each section, and that's the same with the designs. You can see it's giving you photos of the designs, going through the details of that. And as I said, we continually update this as well. So we've got some more videos coming up soon and some more photos that we just took the other day. If you saw that on our social media site, so we've placed a few up there as well. Now we'll go to prescription software. So this goes through pretty much the two softwares that we've just gone through. So our software and our online. So this year it's really showing you all the different kind of questions that people ask. So for example, how to update software. So when we do the new update and how to do that, gives you photos of exactly what to do and where to go to. Downloading, even locating prescription forms. So if you need to find something, it's going to have it here. So we've got our online and our software, and we have a little button up here. So if you do want to find something, so just say even it's about updating, you tap that in and it's going to come up with that particular thing there. Scanners. So we've got here at the moment our Mini, Edge and iPad scanner. So even Kale actually yesterday probably hates that I'm saying this. He called me and asked me for a particular thing, how to set up a foot switch, because it's quite a rare thing that we set up for the AuthorCheck 3D Mini. And I told him to go on the education website. So it is something that we have so much information here, and we have heaps of videos. So we do have a YouTube channel as well, which you can just Google AuthorCheck Lab YouTube. However, all these videos are actually on our education website. So for example, with the AuthorCheck 3D Mini, it goes through, again, how to download that software, what to look in for a good scan. So we've got some really great videos here that Kale's done, computer resolutions, sending scripts and forms, and then troubleshooting as well on when a certain message comes up, and then scanning, going through some videos here as well on scanning prone and supine. So we, as I said, heaps of information here. And normally when someone calls us and asks us, we like to refer them to the education website as well. So we'll speak to you on the phone and go through that on the education website, but it's really great to be able to physically see it rather than just hearing it over the phone. We've got other, so other actually goes through about the MyAuthorCheck portal, so how to use the MyAuthorCheck portal, signing and registering, and how to use the table. Admin, so we've just recently added admin because we do get questions about discounts or warranties or a little bit about accounts. So you can see we do add that information here, and it's really good. So if you do need to know a little bit about the warranty side or what discounts apply to family members or staff, it's all on the educational website for you. Teamviewer, how to use Teamviewer, and also Zoom as well, which we are currently using. So if you do need any help with utilising both of those, we like to link this because it shows you how to download, how to use it, and really about the software because it is third party. How to use the bookings form, which we've gone through. And my favourite is webinars. So because we're doing a few webinars, we've started to record them. So we're recording this one now, and we're going to be adding it in here. So we weren't recording them before, but we've decided to record, and we'll be adding the webinars to our educational website. So this is the one that Kale did just last month, at the end of last month. So that's about nearly an hour long, going through the designs that we have available. And this one will be up there by the end of next week as well. So really good to be able to refer onwards. This one here, which was 2019, gosh, feels was a lifetime ago, is both myself and Kale going through how to go through the education website, but also on scanning. So this is really great for the 3D mini scanning. And if you want to have a little bit of a tour of our 3D print room, you'll be able to see that in there as well. Now, downloads is what we went through before on the MyAuthorCheck portal. So that's going to show you the same things that's on the that I was showing on the MyAuthorCheck portal. So if you're ever needing to download any new software, it's going to be there. And the same with support. So support is what we went through, which is also on the MyAuthorCheck portal. So that goes through our online chat. You can see the online chat's just down here as well. So that's Tegan right now, manning online chat because I'm in here. And all those buttons are, as I said, the same as before. So that includes the online systems that we have, online services. So our MyAuthorCheck portal, our online ordering forms, but also our software and also our educational website. So as I said, we love hearing your voice. You can give us a call at any time, but that education website there is to really help you with any education and really get the most out of our prescription forms as well. I've just gone over time, so I do apologise. I do have one thing that I'd love to show you guys that we will be launching very soon called Podiatry Assist. So we will, called, I guess, Podiatry Assist. So I saw ABC Podiatry there, my apologies. So Podiatry Assist is something that we'll do our next webinar on. It's something that you will place within your website for our clients. And it is really great to help with referrers. So any GPs or other allied health that like to refer into podiatry. So it's a really quick and easy way to do that referral. And also for that allied health or GP to show their patient why it's really great to go see a podiatrist for those particular reasons. So this can be embedded in your own website, and I'll just do a quick overview of it. You can ask for more information after in our link that you'll get sent after the webinar. However, we will be doing another webinar on this. So you can click on any area. So the GP or allied practitioner will click through and just say that patient has pain around this particular area. It's going to come up with the reason why there might be pain in those areas. So quite a lot of information. It's there to really show that GP or allied practitioner that it is great to go see podiatrists for these particular reasons, because you are focusing on the foot and on that podiatry side. And you can see if we scroll right down here, it then has a form that can be filled out to refer straight onto you. So when they fill out the patient's name, and they might select what they believe it is, or the podiatrist to diagnose, they can email that to the patient. They can email them a referral letter that will have your details on there, or it will be sent directly to your clinic. So then that patient can be contacted by yourself and the referral details as well. So that there, as I said, we'll be doing a webinar on it soon. We've just got a few things we need to do up and get that finalised to be able to launch. But we're excited to bring this on. Oh, thank you. We just had a question saying brilliant idea. So thank you so much. That's very kind of you. We're very excited about it. It's just something that we're really wanting to give back to our clients, and I think will really help with that referral side as well. But I've definitely gone over time. I just want to say thank you so much for your time, for coming on this webinar. As I said, I'm just going to stop the share. As I said, we constantly do webinars. If you're wanting to do a one-on-one, please do not hesitate to use that booking form or to contact us to book in if you're not a client. We're really focusing on education, which we always have, but webinars for us are really great at the moment with COVID. So we're doing quite a lot. So it is really great to be able to do these live. But we will have all of our webinars on our educational website as well. So any other questions, just please shoot us an email at hello@authorcheck.com.au. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, someone's just said, great webinar. Appreciate it. Thank you. And if you've got any questions, you can give me a buzz on my mobile as well, which is in my signature, or you can email and grab that. So I'm contactable at any time to go through this. But it is really great that we've been able to get so many people on here, and we'll send you your CPD points by Monday as well. So again, any other questions, just give us an email or a call, and we look forward to seeing you in our next webinar.